Hello everyone, it's a new episode in Imanovo Lives, and today we are talking about one of the popular destination Germany. So we will know more about studying in Germany and the student colleague and what is the student colleague for students who don't know about it. And for sure we will talk about scholarships and how you can apply for it and a lot of interesting information. So with me, I will have Sاويرس Foundation, TO Berlin, and Jota Institute. Welcome, Inji, Lili, Nadia. Thank you for being with us today. So I would love to start like straight away to the topic. Um, a lot of people know about studying in Germany, but not a lot of them know about student colleague. So can you tell us what is student colleague and when I need to do it? Like, is it optional or not? All this like information.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Sami, for having us. And we're very excited to be back here now with Imanovo, no longer Marja. Of course, I can tell you a lot about Studien Kolleg. We'll try to be short and precise as possible today. But so Studien Kolleg is a 1-year preparatory year, basically a foundation year, where you're going to learn everything you need to know in order to study in a German university. So of course, you know, the Egyptian school system or wherever you're located, your school system will be a little bit different to the German school system. So in order to make sure that once you start studying in Germany, if you want to study there, you really understand everything well and you can participate well and you can do your exams well, that's where we come in and we prepare you for that. So one of the steps is that we teach you the language that you need. So which means that you have intensive German classes in order to reach up to the C1 level. C1 level is what you need in order to study in a German university. And we will also teach you physics, chemistry, computer science, and maths, also all in German, so that you're also prepared for all of these subjects. And generally, most students who did not do their high school in Germany will require the Studienkolleg. However, every school leaving certificate has its small little details in it. Like, for example, if you do the Sanawiyya Amma in Egypt, you will have to have passed at least 60%, and you will have to have the science or the what is the other one called? The science or the technical focus in order to actually apply for the Studienkolleg. Now here, maybe I can add a small thing. So Studienkollegs in general are needed to enter German universities. Here in Egypt, we offer the technical course in cooperation with the Technical University of Berlin. So here we prepare you for all STEM subjects. So if you want to study history or language or medicine, you will go and do the Studienkolleg in Germany. But if you want to study a STEM subject in Germany, then you can actually come and join us here at the Studienkolleg. And it's a very unique program, actually, because it's a cooperation with the Technical University Berlin. My colleague in Geneva will tell you a little bit more about this. Plus, also, we have scholarship opportunities, especially we have scholarships with the Saawiris Foundation for Social Development. So you can see my colleague, Nadia Al-Ashkar, who was responsible for that.
Okay, so it's a lot of interesting information, and sure we will know more about like some other information. But now, as you mentioned, the scholarship, so we can go to Nadia and talk more about what is collaboration between Saawiris Foundation and the Student Colleague program, and what is the scholarship? How you can apply? What is the requirement? I need to apply, etc.
Saawiris Foundation is offering 8 scholarships for brilliant students in the preparatory year program in Egypt, offered at the Goethe Institute in Cairo in cooperation with the Technical University of Berlin. And basically, what we're doing is we're offering not only a scholarship for the program, but also a scholarship for students that are from out of Cairo, like not just for the actual tuition of the program, but also living expenses for the students that are coming from outside of Cairo to study in Cairo. Also, I would like to take this opportunity also to let students know that for students that are taking the scholarships from us, our scholarship not only covers this year, but also for students that are high achievers can also continue on to a bachelor's degree in Germany as well, on scholarship also from Saawiris Foundation. And this is only available for students that have graduated this year from public schools. No private schools are accepted, unfortunately. And also, I'll tell you a bit more about the eligibility criteria for our students. So the first thing that students have to have is they have to have the completion of their high school degree, like their ثانوية عامة in mathematics or like science subjects. Also, they have to have the desire to join the program to obtain a bachelor's degree in Germany in the fields of mathematics, computer science, and natural sciences or technology. Applicants must also have like the minimum level of German required, which is a B1 in their German proficiency exam. Also, they must be an Egyptian national that's residing in Egypt, and preference will not be given to people that have dual nationality. Also, they must have obtained a high school diploma from a government, like from a public school, experimental school, or STEM school, with no less than 85% in their ثانوية عامة. And for STEM students, we know that the grading is a bit different. So it would be 80% for STEM students graduating within this year. So they would be graduating 2022, يعني the end of 2022. So what happens is that students apply through the Goethe Institute, and then we get like sort of the short list of candidates that actually have completed all of these, let's say, requirements, and then we start interviewing the students and so forth, and moving below. However, I would also like to take this moment to say that for students that would want to obviously travel to Germany, like that's one of the reasons behind the program, they would be required after they're done with their bachelor's to come back and work in Egypt for 3 years after graduation, and that is across all of our scholarships, and it's within it's within our mandate for all of our scholarships. I also just thought I would let people know that if you want to study in Germany, but you want to stay and work in Germany, then probably this scholarship isn't the best thing for you. So yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, Nadia. And now, Angie, like, can you tell us more about studying in Germany, Berlin, and TU Berlin? Exactly, the benefits, the experience. What makes students say, like, I know personally there are 100 of reasons that make me join TU Berlin as a student, but like, for sure you can tell a lot about it.
Yes. First of all, thank you, Sami, and again, congratulations for the new name and the new platform, and thank you for giving us the opportunity to talk about the Studienkolleg, as the deadline is happening soon. So now would be the time for everyone who's interested to start with their registrations and applications. So just a shout out or call out for everyone. So of course, like, I don't think we need to talk a lot about Germany, because everyone or anyone who is interested in engineering or pursuing a career in this field knows that Germany is like the number one. So what we do, or what's our mission, is to try and facilitate or support Egyptian students for them to be able to come and to do their studies, because, as Lily said before, their school leaving certificates are not equivalent for them to come and start studying it in Germany in general, or especially at TU Berlin. So we try, this is the main aim for the university, why we also have a Studienkolleg and we offer Studienkolleg, is to make sure everyone is on the same level, like as if you completed your studies in Germany, so that you don't have any difficulties. Of course, it's a bit challenging, but at least everyone is starting from the same level and then working they way up the ladder through bachelor, master's, PhD, and postdocs. So this is like the main goal that I wanted to highlight. And why Berlin? Well, I think Berlin is the capital. It has so many opportunities. I don't know. Have you been to Berlin, Sami, before?
Yes, many times. Like
Yeah.
one of my favorite places, and especially for someone who don't speak German, Berlin is very good place in Germany.
Definitely, it's one of the things. It's totally international. You're absolutely right, and you have so many options, so many things to do because it's the capital. Like if first of all, it's easy to commute, to go from one spot to another. The public transportation is enormous. I believe if you have been to other smaller cities, it could be a bit challenging. Yeah, I see you shaking your head. It's great. Yeah, or for example, that shops close like late in. If you compare it to any other city, usually in Germany, like at 7, 8 p.m. the latest, everything is closed, everything is shut down. But in Berlin, it's completely different. It's very alive. There's always people across the streets. It's really a lively and a waken up city, a very international, as you were just saying. So so I somehow compare it a bit to Cairo, that it is alive and there's a lot to do and so many opportunities. But if we start looking at the studying side, it's a bit different, of course. So if I can say, like, why TU Berlin, for example, if we get more specific, TU Berlin is the first technical university in Germany, and it's the third largest. And we have so many renowned scientists and Nobel Prize winners who graduated from TU Berlin or are teaching at TU Berlin. So it's a very renowned university. And speaking of international, the university is very international. Over a quarter of our students, like almost 26%, if I'm not mistaken, are international students. And this is a very unique or very, very, amazing number, because the average usually is between 10 and 11, and we're talking about 26. So you don't feel alone. You have so many nationalities around you. You find people from everywhere in the world, and this is really exciting, and it definitely broadens your horizon and makes you aware and looking forward to knowing new cultures and new people. And really, this exchange is amazing. So this is like the life at TU Berlin, and perhaps something which for most people who would be interested in doing the Studienkolleg, we are a technical university, so definitely we are focusing on the technical program. We offer almost we have 150 programs, study programs, and most of them are in English, or almost all of them are in English. So here I have German. I got completely mixed up. In German, exactly. Lily was looking. No. Exactly. Almost everything is in German. We have 19 English master programs, but elsewise everything is literally in German. And here comes the tip that everyone really should start learning German in order to find their suitable program and to be able to participate in classes. So we offer so many engineering programs like architecture, biotechnology, computer science, computer engineering, food technology, electrical engineering, mechanical engineering, transport system, for example, someone interested in aerospace or rail. Yes, so many opportunities. So this is like just in the engineering field, but we have so many other programs, and you can find all the details on our homepage. This is something I would also like to highlight. We try to put all the details on our homepage to make it easier for you to check them and be able to open up and find the detailed information that you need. So every program has like an introduction, what it is about, the structure, how everything will look like when you start studying, and at the end also like some tips. What would you be after you finish the studies, and what job can you have? Because of course it's nice to learn, but you have to have a target at the end, and it's finding a good job. And definitely studying in Germany or at TU Berlin, it gives you so many opportunities, whether in Egypt or internationally. I think I spoke a little bit too much, but if you leave me the floor to speak about Germany and TU Berlin, I wouldn't stop.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's a lot of benefits, and I honestly I like Berlin as a city a lot. So that's why like I almost, there are no time I visit Germany without passing by Berlin. And like as a lot of students know, like I'm always student friend, so I help them to know what is exactly the benefits of each university or each program. And what I love about the student colleague in Cairo is that the students usually when they travel abroad they have a challenge of facing the university life and facing the new country life. So it's two challenges in the same time. That's a lot of programs do international track or something like that. Using the student colleague, you will have it step by step. So we will go with to university to be prepared, and you will be prepared for studying in Germany, and then you will go there and with like the advantage of I already got prepared. So it's amazing advantage that definitely I recommend for a lot of students to use. And another amazing opportunity is the help of the the student colleague partner TU Berlin and Jota of be prepared to travel there, and all the setup, visa process, a lot of things that students feel it's a hard process, and it's not easy process to be honest. So having someone with your side to help you with it, it's amazing. And you already have your seat in TU Berlin, so no worries anymore. So it's a lot of different benefits. So I would love to go back again. Angie, do you wanna add something?
Yes, I just wanted to add, because you were saying it's difficult, the change and the change. I wouldn't say difficult, it's different. And that's why it's important to know what are the differences and how you can maneuver it. And here comes our part where we let you know what to do, or at least lead you to the way to find more information and find how to get more information. I think this is the important thing. But everything new is difficult, of course, but it's challenging, and it gives you like, okay, afterwards you're so proud of yourself when you know, I did it, I went there, I'm pulling through. And I think this is such a great feeling at the end, when like everyone works on their Studienkolleg and finish and get their certificate, and then they are finally able to go and start their university life, whether in Berlin or any other city. So this is something I just wanted to highlight. It's different,
Yes.
and we try to show what are the difference and how to get a solution and to find your way.
I totally agree. Like I remember when I applied to my first visa, it was like, oh, it's a lot of document and I'm not sure. And like after a couple of times, I just go like, okay, where is my visa? It's I know it. I know that that visa is coming. So it's become like much easier, and especially with the help. So
Right. And maybe I can add to this point as well. Like, I mean, this is like, you've already highlighted a lot of the benefits of Student Colleague very beautifully. But one of the things that we really do is that we take the students by the hand, and, you know, we're with them from step one to, you know, like once they finally basically reach Berlin or Germany for that matter. And like one of the things, for example, that is super unique is that students here in Egypt, they are enrolled in the TU Berlin, and the certificate that they get at the end of the year, it's a German certificate, right? So it has the stamp of Berlin City Council. So you have basically your last certificate is a German certificate, even though you're not even there, which also then makes the process to apply for a visa so much easier, because you don't need to legalize it, you know, you don't need to like jump through all of these hoops, because you've already been approved by the German education system to be able to study there well. So this is really something very beautiful, and we're really there with the students throughout, you know, changing their mind on what exactly they want to study, and like looking at, you know, how best do you find out what it is that you want to study for all of this time. And the TU Berlin, as Ingi has already mentioned, you know, with 26% of foreign students studying there, they have figured out exactly what foreign students are struggling with. And they are basically giving you that bridge that makes it as smooth as possible. So whatever, you know, challenges, you kind of have these, you know, when you go bowling and you kind of, you know, put up the bouncers, you know, so that, you know, you don't go too much right, too much left. Like this is what Studienkolleg, like the Goethe Institute in cooperation with TU Berlin, really offers the students, which I think is beautiful, especially for young students. Like if you're 16, 17, you know, you get to practice moving abroad for a year, and then you're ready. You have your friends, you have your language skills, you have your certificates, you know about, you know, the intercultural challenges, like what do Germans, you know, how do they think, like what kind of holidays do they celebrate? Like you basically have the guidebook to how to be a student in Berlin or in Germany already.
And like I believe a lot of students now, like seeing us or hearing us, are excited to know what is the requirement. So like, I like the program, I want to join. What is the requirement and what is the deadline? Because it's also a bit different. So people need to know what is the deadline and what they should do.
Right. Yes, of course. Super, super important. The deadline is the 30th of June. So it's coming up very, very fast. Now, if you're now thinking, oh my God, but I don't have my certificate yet, but oh my God, like I'm still in the process of doing, you know, my last German course or my last German certificate, you know, don't worry, you can submit some of these documents later to us. So if you don't have the documents ready by the 30th of June, write us an email. However, you have to make the account and start the application via UniAssist until the 30th of June. If you're not registered on UniAssist until the 30th of June, we cannot support you in getting into the program. So really, really make sure, please, to make a profile there and upload all the documents that you have. And whatever documents you need to submit later, we can talk about it. We can guide you through that. So let me get to the things that you need. So you will need the language certificate of the German level B1, right? So this means that if you want to apply this year, you should already be in in the B1 course, so that you can get the B1 certificate before mid-August. That's really important. You need to be able to get that before mid-August. Also, you need to have your high school leaving certificate, either a transcript now, and then you send us the certificate, the original, later. But with the certificates, as I said in the beginning, the Sanawaya Amma, it's very straightforward. American diploma, you will need 1 year of studying. And then IG and IB are more complex. So in any case, really, I want to encourage you to check out the website called UniAssist. And there you can check whatever high school leaving certificate you have, in which country you graduated, and it will tell you exactly if you qualify for Studienkolleg or not. So if you do qualify for Studienkolleg, you need to have the certificate, you need to have the B1 level, and you need to apply via UniAssist and send us a PDF of the application, so we can see what you want to study and all of the details, and we can see that you already have the application number. This is really important for us, right? And we need a copy of your passport. So these are the documents that we need from you. Now, in UniAssist, it's very important because UniAssist is the portal that is for all international students in order to study anything in Germany. So if you want to go to TU Berlin or not, UniAssist will always be your entry point. So in UniAssist, you will have to choose a bachelor's program in TU Berlin in order to apply for this program, because we're in collaboration with TU Berlin. after you finish the Studienkolleg, you can also go to any other university. You will use UniAssist again once you have your final assessment test done and you have your final certificate from TU Berlin. Then you will use UniAssist again, and you can either apply in TU Berlin or you can apply in any other German university. Now, generally, studying in Germany is very attractive because it's very affordable, right? And it's relatively easy to get a study program because there's over 20,000 study programs offered in German universities. But I think I missed one of your questions, or did I cover them all?
No, like most of them are fine. Like we have received a question from Facebook, so we can like, so someone is Najwa actually asking us like to can you write what we are talking about? So all this information are available in the link below. So if you click on it, you will find all the links to student colleague, how to apply, the email requirement, etc. So you can have all this information, whether like if you are on YouTube or Facebook or any social media, you'll find the link below and you can have all this information. So
Right,
yeah,
exactly. And maybe I can add to this also for any students who are not based in Egypt. We also have the opportunity for you to travel to Egypt to join us for the program. Or if you are actually based in the United Arab Emirates or in Saudi Arabia, there is also student colleagues there. So this is the first year in which we actually offer this in the region, where we have the same curriculum and the same teachers as we have here, but the German language courses are taught in our Goethe institutes over there in Abu Dhabi, in Dubai, and in Riyadh. So this is also something to keep in mind. If you're not in Egypt or you have relatives who are outside of Egypt, let them know.
it's a great to know. So I went back quickly to NG. Like I don't want to take a lot of your time, but like, is there something you want to add or any advices for the students? And then also we will have some extra advices from Lily.
Yes, well, for my first advice will be definitely learning German. For you to have the opportunity to study in Germany. I think, especially if you're talking about the bachelor phase, German is essential. Whether if like and you can through the Studienkolleg, it helps you improve your language because we are also cooperating here, especially with Goethe Institute. These are the masters of teaching German globally. So here Goethe Institute supports us or supports the program through its language, and then it afterwards everything you're learning, they're just you're learning the lingo, you're learning the terminologies that you would need, and then it would make it definitely easier a lot for the first semester when you're entering and when you have so many questions and so many other unknown things. But at least the Studienkolleg will be preparing you for the first steps in order to know, okay, what's coming up, and to have less surprises so that everything would be well structured. And of course, like TU Berlin offers so many programs. We have a wide range from humanities and social sciences to natural sciences and engineering. We have 2 or 3 faculties of engineering, so we will definitely find something which suits you with us too. So I would highly encourage you to check our homepage, check our different programs, and start being motivated. Even if you're not applying for this semester or for the winter this year, then it's perhaps a push for you to start with your German in order to apply next year. So so German if you'd like to study in Germany. Yes, that would be like my final words.
Thank you so much. And back to Goethe Institute.
I mean, I think MJ already perfectly made advertisement for Goethe Institute. No, I very much agree. Yes, start learning German early. Start working for it. We do have courses for children. We have courses for youth. We have courses for adults. So even if at some point you want to join later, you can still do that as well. We have some students, for example, who are 24 or 25. You can still start with us. You can still decide, you know what, I want to go to Germany. I want to study engineering. So do check out our courses and make sure that you reach B1 level and then join us. I do want to mention something briefly about the fees. So this is a paid for program. The fees differ if you're going to take it in Egypt or in Saudi or in the Emirates. So do check out our websites for each of these countries. There is the payment is in 3 installments, which means that you don't have to pay the bulk sum for the whole year, but you will pay the first installment before the first semester, and then if you pass it, you will pay it for the second semester, and then if you pass it, you will pay it for the final assessment tests. So you're paying at every stage as you pass it. Nadia has already highlighted the Saawiris scholarship. And on top of this, we also have a scholarship for Yemeni students. So if you are or you know a Yemeni a student from Yemen based in Egypt or based in Saudi or the Emirates, let them know to write us an email so we can forward them the application. Also for Palestinian students, we have a 50% scholarship, which means that they half the price only. And we are also working at the moment on getting a women's scholarship. So in case you are interested in the women's scholarship, do also write us an email and we will advise you on how to apply for that.
Okay, thank you so much for your time. It's always nice to know the updates and information about the student colleague. I hope everyone enjoyed, and thank you.
Thank you so much for having us, and we're happy to come back every year.
Thank you very much, Sami, and again, congratulations on the updated platform.
Thank you.